Hello. In this video, we're going to go over some trig identities. In this video, we're going to go over the odd and even identities specifically for trig. These ones are quite easy. The unfortunate thing is you do have to memorize them. What's quite easy is that the sign and the tangents, when there's a negative on the inside for the identities, they just come outside. We just take the negative out. The only ones where the negative gets kind of absorbed is the cosine and secant. Then we have our cofunction identities, and this will start to make more sense as we go through these. So let's just start doing some problems. Number 17. For number 17, if cosecant of theta is equal to negative 1.24, find the secant theta minus pi over 2. Well, I know that secant of theta, what we do know is that the secant of pi over 2 minus x is equal to cosecant of theta. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this negative and we're going to rewrite this equation so far and then pull out a negative. And thus we can see now we have a negative value of what we're trying to take our secant of. And that negative we can then get absorbed. It's basically this. We have a negative value of our argument, and that negative value just goes away. And that's all. And that is equal to cosecant of theta. So this is also equal to negative 1.24. Let's keep going. 18. So if cosine of x is equal to 0.61, we need to find the sine of x minus pi over 2. We do need to do the same thing of rewriting it like such. And then when we pull this out, we realize that this is the negative sign that we're looking for of pi over 2 minus x. So the answer that we're looking for this would be negative 0.61, because we know that the cosine of x is equal to the positive version of this, and we just need that negative version. So that would be that for that. Next, 19. If the tangent of theta is negative 1.52, again, we're going to do cotangent of negative pi over 2 minus theta to make sure we have our identities matched up, which thus we bring the negative outside of that, and this should be equal to negative tangent of theta, and thus a positive 1.52. So again, all we're doing is applying each identity. We're applying the odd and even identity first by either pulling out the negative or having it absorbed. And then we're applying the cofunction to make sure we're finding the correct one. So let me keep applying this so it starts to understand. So show you this. And we got 2 more and then we're done. So for the next one, number 20, let's just show all the steps so there's no confusion. Sine of theta is equal to 0.18. The cosine of theta minus pi over 2 is rewritten as cosine of negative pi over 2 plus theta, which I'm going to pull out a negative now. And we have pi over 2 minus theta on the inside now. That negative sign for cosine just gets absorbed. And the cosine of pi over 2 of cosine pi over 2 minus theta is just equal to the positive sine of theta. And thus sine of theta is 0.18. So this is going to be equal to 0.18. Because again, just to show you that extra step that I told you right there, this is just equal to that. Thus, we can say negative 1.24. This is equal to negative cosine of x, and thus we can just make that a negative version of that. Let's bring this over here. Cool. Move that up. Cool. So last one, show all the steps, and we're out of here. 21. So we have cotangent of x equals 1.35. The tangent of x minus pi over 2, we rewrite tangent of negative pi over 2 plus x. Then we're going to pull out a negative sign, pi over 2 minus x. Then we see that this is equal to negative tangent pi over 2 minus x, which is equal to the negative cotangent of x. Thus, I have negative 1.35. If you have any other questions or about this and would like me to cover them, please send me an email. Other than that, hope everyone has a great day.